Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. This one's going to be interesting because all it's going to be doing is a lot of writing and stuff, but I figured, I would try and talk over some of the ideas and things anyway, so I'm getting started early. Let's just make sure that the stream is available to everyone before I go any further. Ah, there we go, behind the scenes. You'll hear me in the background a little bit there. Okay. So, I'm gonna post this up. I love the way it's still got my old got my old stream stuff still on. Yeah, so anyway, that was all kinds of messed up. I don't know why it's done that. It's really strange. But anyway, we're here with the stream now. So what we're going to be doing is going over Sans' lines and just writing them up, and I'll be going over ideas and things as I go. So, yeah, we'll go from there. So we're just in Grillby's now. I need to change this. The idea is I'm doing all of the lines for each character and writing them up. I could do this a lot easier by just going to a website that has them all documented, but the one that I'm currently using, unfortunately, has a mixture of the pacifist and the genocide lines on. So I'm literally having to go through playthroughs and like rewatch stuff just to type stuff up accurately. So we'll do Grillby's. How's the arm, says John. Wait, what? Oh, from last night. It's fine. It's fine. I got circulation back in it. Oh. You may hear a lot of stopping and starting of, like, the audio and everything here. So this entire setup, for those who aren't familiar with the game, is where Sans goes to Grillby's and asks you more about the, details to do with the lore and everything else, and hints at other things. As long as there's no world revolving, says John. Oh, I had a good time the other day. Toby released a video. Well, it wasn't exactly Toby that released it. It's everybody else released videos of Toby's latest email update for Deltarune, where he mentions a little bit of cut content from Undertale, where if you speedrun Undertale originally, what would happen was Sans would get a ice cream out and just eat an ice cream for like a minute in front of you just for the sake of it in the Judgment Hall. I'm so tempted to just reference that in the animation, because cut content is easy to just add back in when it's not a game. Oh. Also, the stream, for some strange reason, on Discord, reads as one of my other game streams when it's really not. It should be titled Immersiontale Writing Lines, if I remember rightly. I'm gonna have to keep stopping and starting this, so for anyone that's like really nitpicky of this kind of thing, I'm so sorry, but it's part of my job at the moment. I need to get some of the other stuff done later on in terms of assigning roles to people. So I'm going to be very busy again. I'm trying to maximize the amount of time I get out of this at the moment because of doing so many other different things. It's pretty nuts, and sometimes it leaves me feeling like I've done nothing. I was also planning on showing the actual Google Doc that I've got up here, but maybe I'll do that at the very end. Yeah, it's showing up as GBO2 again. Yeah, I basically had to mention that. In Discord, for some strange reason, it's down as GBO2, but when you actually click it, or come to YouTube, it's down as Immersiontale. There we go. Yeah, trying to juggle everything at the moment is a bit crazy. Oh, make sure I don't miss out any lines. So yeah, the idea of me doing this by hand is, unless somebody has a better, more consistent way of doing this and having just the pacifist lines for everybody, because this other website that I'm using is just so mixed up. It has all the lines, but not in order, so it'll have like half pacifist and then immediately switch to half genocide instead of properly separating them. So, because I don't want to get them mixed up, it's like, yeah, I've got to just rewatch the entire thing and write everybody's lines up in order. I'm hearing Lofi doing these lines at the moment in my head. Lofi, if you end up watching this back, man, this is going to be so funny to direct and listen to. That's going to be a hit. Indeed it is. Well, let's see. You might be able to hear sounds in the background or just see the video. Oh. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt at the moment. It takes a long time to sort out the lines and obviously rewrite them for the main characters and things. After that, side characters won't be as bad. It's more just interesting to see who has the actual most lines. I think it's Flowey and Asriel at the moment. And then I think it might be either Papyrus or Sans next. Or maybe Alphys. Let's see. I know people won't find this one interesting or interesting as much, but I'll at least talk about different ideas that I've got. So, you know, like the whole thing about having the ice cream and stuff like that when I get round to them. It's like the whole thing that I've done in Snowdon at the moment about having the cut ice cave in it that leads into a waterfall. My one concern at the moment is just not messing anybody around, you know, with voice acting and stuff. I don't want that to happen. So I've got to make sure I'm on top of things with that at the moment. Don't want to upset anybody. Okay. I love some of these lines from Sans. But yeah, I thought, I'm doing this anyway, I might as well stream it for anybody that comes in. I can't wait to actually get all of Grillby's populated here with characters, including the Dog Squad. Oh. There we go. Also, recently I was having a look at some stuff to do with animating in terms of like doing animated trails for swords and other things. I may have to buy a plugin for that, which is going to be costly, but it's not the first expense that I've had to use for this project so far. I think the last time I spent money on this, it was like 10 or 15 bucks for a shader that makes a running waterfall in Snowden. But that's about it so far. So that's the only costs that I have on record with this project, whereas some of the other projects I've started and tried doing for like other things have ended up running up massive costs. Oh. Thing is, I have to keep stopping and starting, obviously, so I don't miss any lines. Oh. I just hope I can eventually talk to the creator of the Undernet hub that I chill in again, because I keep trying to DM them, but I'm not getting any responses at the moment. I think I may have upset them or annoyed them unintentionally because of me asking various different questions about how to get into storefront on the hub and also about certain models. Like, I've only asked about them, I think, once with permissions from the actual other creators, but it's stuff like getting permission to use the edited version of the fish receptionist at MTT Resort. Basically, the model was heavily edited after it was passed on, and well, just to make it look better. And I wanted that version for obvious reasons, so that the resort with Sans and everybody later on doesn't feel deserted. And instead, I'm going to have to do some slight, like, audible tricks to, try and fill those spaces if I don't get the models. Obviously, people have other stuff that they're doing at the time, so in terms of, like, contacting people about models, I'm not honestly expecting to get them. It would be nice if I do, because it would make things a lot easier and, of course, make the underground feel more full. If anything, again, the key point anyone should take away from watching these behind-the-scenes videos is that I don't want to annoy anyone. It's not my intention. I don't mean to upset anyone either. It's just a case of trying to ask politely for things and see whether I get any feedback or get any response. I mean, I'm happy waiting like months on end and getting no feedback and then planning around that. It's just, obviously, I don't want to upset anybody. That's the last thing I want to do, so I've got to be very careful about that. That's something that I talked about in the big update video where we changed computers as well. Right, let's see. And it's not exactly as if I'm wanting everything right here and now. It's just that whole thing of at least any confirmation for in future would be nice. Oh. Getting all these lines so far here. Speaking of rig, can it handle cloth physics? I think it can handle cloth physics. It depends. Blender's real funny with its sims. Sometimes you can't do them in real time. Sometimes you can. Honestly, I try not doing them in real time because they tend to be laggy. Some of the scenes in general are just laggy anyway, so at least on the new rig, they run at higher frames than the old one. Oh. Okay. I need to change that line slightly, and by that I mean don't mean the actual text, but more how I have it down, because sometimes I try and keep lines that are all one thing together so that they can be read together. The slight details in some of these scenes are going to be so good. I'm already having a laugh just at this write-up now, primarily because I'm doing the entire thing in Comic Sans just as a joke. I just thought it would be funny to have somebody read the lines, and as they're trying to read the lines, they're actually looking at it in Comic Sans because it stays in character. I might try and do the same with Papyrus if I can. Here we go. Here's where he asks about the Echo Flower. I think the only times that Sans talks, apart from Waterfall, is in MTT Resort, and then after that, it's the final battle, if I remember rightly. So that shouldn't be too bad. Wasn't this animation project a part of a different project to begin with, says John? Yeah, the project started off as me... Hang on. There we go. The project started off as me animating just certain parts of video games that I enjoyed, with me avatar in it, just for the sake of it. And this one was going to be the last one. I was going to do like a small music video for it with all the characters in and everything. Finish off my drink here. But with me just enjoying it that much, I was like, no, let's just do the entire thing. So fun stuff. I give myself way more work, but it's all fun, so... From a short video to a full movie, says John. Yeah. The thing is, I was thinking about this the other day. I've always wanted to do something like this just for the sake of testing my own abilities, you know, that I've got over the years. There's always been like a big project that I've wanted to do and complete, but all the other ones have always fallen apart. I mentioned that on the last one. So, this one, I'm hoping will not fall apart. Oh. I'm just all over the place at the moment in terms of like trying to think of what to say when I'm replying, and also, you know, writing stuff down. As long as you still it won't fail as long as you still have passion for it. That's the thing, though. I mentioned it in the previous stream. It's like I have passion for all the things that I dedicate these projects to. So, like, for instance, they're all like fan recreations from a slightly different perspective. But I've always had passion for this kind of thing. It's just everybody else seems to end up like just leaving me alone. I don't know why, because obviously I'm always in the lead role because I'm always the one that decides, let's do this, let's get everybody together, let's get organized. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not that I'm bad, it's not that I expect more than what people can give me. I always find that I'm pretty lenient and pretty understanding as a project lead, but it's the whole thing of just everybody ends up just dropping out for various different reasons, like getting poached for other projects and things. Hi Z, nice to see you. Say something to them and they'll repeat it over and over again. Okay. Say... Oh. So yeah, it was funny watching the Deltarune stuff the other day and potentially coming up with the idea of putting Sans' ice cream in the Judgment Hall. The idea was to potentially get to the Judgment Hall, have Sans eating his ice cream, and then either have him finish it really quickly or have him try and hide it by either putting it behind his back or throwing it up at the ceiling so it sticks into the ceiling and then slowly starts coming away as he's talking to the player or Frisk. And then after they've started exiting and he turns around to watch them leave the room, the ice cream just falls onto the floor again and just sticks there. It would be so funny. Either that or you have it so it falls down and he catches it using his powers, which kind of alludes to the genocide run a little bit. That would be also neat as well, as a kind of a way of, yeah, we're not wasting the ice cream. Here we go. Well, honestly, I can't wait. I'm even thinking about new ideas of how to make things look better in scenes that we've already done. Most of it is volumetric volumetric fog with light scattered in it to give it a bit more depth in the scenes. So that'll be cool to add to various different things. It has to be very subtle, though. I love the way this is alluding to Flowey for those who actually know the story, but you know, at this point, if you've not played the game before, you're thinking, wait a minute, are those the Echo Flowers that Sans has just mentioned? Um, the thing is, some of the ideas that I have for like animating these bits are like, do you actually show these bits properly? Like, when Undyne later on is talking about training with Asgore, it'd be really cool as she's talking to do a fade out and then show Undyne versus Asgore, or the bits where she talks about Metaton's first form lying on a piano seductively. That would be hilarious just to actually put those into context in the actual animation, just for people to see it. Oh. Um, hey, StarFX, nice to see you. Sorry if this is a little bit boring for you guys, but I'll answer obviously questions and stuff and try and explain what I'm doing and then mention stuff about the project for anyone that wants. Let's see here. A lot of the roles that we have currently are being assigned. Today, I'm going to try and assign people so I don't mess people around. I mentioned that at the beginning, but the whole idea is currently juggling obviously everybody's auditions, and it's a case of not leaving them hanging for too long, but also not upsetting people as well, which I think may be hard. I've been given advice basically saying, look, people are used to having roles turned down all the time, so it's just part and parcel of the business. But as just the way that I am, obviously, I don't like upsetting people, so it's a case of trying to let people down nicely and softly if they don't get roles, and then make sure I assign people and tell them what the roles are so that they know what they're doing and what to expect, rather than seemingly leaving them for days on end with no information. At the moment, that's only happened primarily because I've been getting so many DMs from different people in different groups saying, dude, I can do these lines if you want. You know, so I'm like, okay, I'll leave that on hold for the moment. Let's see what happens. You know, so I've got a lot of people DMing me. It's a bit overwhelming, of course. Uh, one interesting thing that I have to cut from the original version of this, not the game version, the animation version, is early on, I put an interesting bit from Sans and Flowey in, because Flowey always says, or Flowey says at one part of the dialogue, I can't remember whether it's the Genocide run or the Pacifist run, Flowey always says that he can never get past Sans, and thus can never kill Asgore either. But it's that whole thing of when he mentions that, I deliberately, in the animated version, put a hint into that with having Flowey pop up in Snowdin, following the characters, and then having Sans turn around with his blue eye going for a moment, and then Flowey disappearing and Sans walking off. But I don't know whether that's something that I want to include now because of the way that things play out, you know? So even though it would be a cool reference to people, it's like, I think I might leave that one out. Now, the best part about this is I can skip Hotland and Waterfall because Sans has no roles in those. I'll just do like a very quick speed read and see what's going on, and then away we go. Oh. Lots of stopping and starting, and I can't unhear Patrick Star here. Because that's what Sans' voice is from in this. For those who didn't know. The thing is, I'm going to be saying that quite a lot, and people who know Undertale are going to be like, what do you mean by that? People who don't know. Who doesn't know about this? I do these streams partially as behind the scenes to show what I'm doing, or at least talk about it and ideas, if I'm not doing Blender stuff. But at the same time, a lot of my own community, before I started this animation, had no interest or idea about Undertale, so it's more or less like a slow introduction for them into the game that a lot of them just see as the meme game with the funny skeleton. You know? Or they just generally have no interest in it. Which is kind of sad. Just 10,000 G, it's fine. Okay. Oh, need to make sure I get that right. It's going to be interesting doing the intimidating bit in Metaton Resort. I need to also do an update video with all the voice acting on at the moment. And by that I mean, like, I was going to put the samples on. I'm going to have to actually ask for permission first. I don't want to just take people's samples and be like, yeah, this is totally going to be the final thing or whatever. It's more just showing off the process for some of the stuff and some of the voices. Maybe do like a little bit of test animation just to go along with it. But it'd be pretty cool to put something else out like that to show off something as a way of saying, look, this is kind of what's going to happen in future, so I may end up doing that, but I'll have to ask permission from literally everybody first. Okay, so that's... Okay, so that's all of Grill Beast done. So now we can switch over to, let's see, Waterfall, I think it is, or just skip Waterfall. I just realized that this is slightly messed up. Hang on. I love the way all the docks that I have at the moment are just going all over the place as well. I've got like docs for chat and everything else, and for some strange reason they're just all over the place. Sat here like trying to mess around with stuff so I can fix it, but let's see. Right, let's do this, and then because I think Stans might have a bit at the end of Undyne's fight. Because it's as you run past him. There he is. Ah, there we go. Let's see about this now. Because I'm going to have to put the location as like Hotland or the end of Waterfall. Don't worry, I am. Okay. Right, so got to grab location. I don't think Sans has many lines in Hotland. Don't worry, I am for that line, right? Oh, that's if you ring him on the phone. Okay, so if you don't ring him on the phone. Okay, so we've got 7 is Alphys. Sans literally shouldn't have any dialogue around here until we meet him again near Muffet. It still reminds me about somebody saying that they counted all of the events in Hotland recently on VR chat and there was like 128 of them or something. Ah, there he is. Hey, there's Heat's Flamesman. Okay, so this is like the only instance of Sans in Hotland. Right. Okay. Wait, what? I don't think I've ever seen that line before for Papyrus. Keep going here. There's Muffet. Ah, here we go, here we go. Right, now while Kathy and Bratty's bit is on, I'll just make sure I've got the line set up here for the resort. And then this is gonna be good because we're almost done with Sans' lines. Which I didn't think would be as quick to go through now, but quickly go back. There we go. After we go back and see Metaton's house. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh. That moment where I accidentally clicked the core. Nope, 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 no. Need to come back. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Right, great. This is a little bit easier now. I can keep tabs on things. Here we go. Here's the intimidating scene in the resort. This is where the rest of his lines will be, apart from the final fight and the Judgment Hall. Is this the pacifist run? Yeah, John, it is. But Sans still is intimidating anyway. His job is to just judge you as you go along, so... Oh. The Judgment Hall is going to be so good. I actually need to light it better, I think. Oh, come on. Trying to think who will have the least lines apart from Grillby and some of the others out of the main cast. I mean, it'll probably be Asgore, maybe? I doubt Asgore's going to have a massive amount of lines. Love the way Sans is questioning us here. Honestly, I'm like imagining this setup in my head already with like that slightly low lighting of like a candlelit dinner. And then just having Sans across the table from Frisk just looking at each other and Sans being kind of a little bit torn up about everything and sad because of his promised tutorial, but at the same time having to do his job. Does it recognize that now? Don't you need to just get the lines for the pacifist run, or are you getting them both? Yeah, I need to get just the lines for the pacifist run. Like, if I can find a site that literally has just the pacifist run and has just all the lines for the pacifist run, I'll be really happy and it'll save me a lot of time. If not, because what I've done is I've got a website that has all of the lines on it, but the reason why I'm writing them up, like I said at the beginning, is because the lines are mixed up the way that they are. They show, like, all the dialogue boxes and you can copy and paste them. But the thing is, they mix and match the genocide and the pacifist run's lines together, so you'll have, like, half a page of, say, like, pacifist run, and then it'll switch to genocide for a little bit, and then it'll switch back to pacifist, and then back to genocide, and I don't know why it does that. It's really weird. It was just like, it's fine, I'll just write everything up. It takes a while, but I'll write everything up. Here we go. Because I don't need the genocide lines. I'm not going to be doing the genocide run. Although I do have a side idea for something alluding to that. Or at least something that I wanted to try, maybe as a test for, you know, like, fight animations to make them actually more fluid and stuff. I don't know whether I'll go through with it, but honestly, I've been kind of set on the idea for a while, so I'm like, I may do it just as a smaller thing, just to really, you know, test my animation skills for fights. Because I need to do that to improve the fights later on with, like, Undyne and Metaton. Undyne, Metaton, Asgore, Asriel, and Flowey all require sort of high-paced, high-octane fight sequences. Okay. This is what he's on about, tutorial. At least with the rig you've got, you should be able to make those high-speed fights. Oh yeah, it'll be a lot better now. Oh, I'm so tempted to just try it. Because the idea that I wanted to do for just a test is like a small tester, like a 3-minute fight thing. It is literally the whole thing of doing a genocide run, but not as you would expect. Because obviously I don't want to do that. Honestly, it would be so cool. I'm half tempted to just as like a mini project, just to do a quick fight scene. I just need to do research more into pacing for fight scenes and stuff and how to animate them a little bit better. Because at the moment, I'm absolutely loving the character interaction sequences, you know, where I can have it slow and properly show characters' emotions and stuff. I think that's what everybody's kind of latching onto at the moment with the trailers, is just actually being able to see the characters convey their emotions and stuff. Because it's detailed, obviously, in the game, but not where you can see every like physical facial expression and stuff. I have mentioned the idea as well before, so for the not genocide run. Oh. Okay. It's funny as well, because I actually started this entire thing, the entire sort of animating the pacifist run. It ironically started with a short animation that I was doing as a test when I was doing the Deltarune one at the same time, where I was literally just going to animate Sans' fight with the player at the very end. Because I've still got files for that I think I should do that as like another spin-off video, just mentioning that and showing like the behind the scenes that I've still got. Nope. Here we go. Dishes. Oh. How long does this actually go on for? Oh, it still goes on for quite a long time, to about the... Okay. So we're almost done with Sans' lines, and then we've got to go to the Judgment Hall, and then the final fight. Oh, I just realized, whoever ends up playing Toriel can literally do that bit. Then the ice cream, says John. The interesting thing for me about all of this is seeing bits like this conversation, like the cut-in bits for this, that you don't normally get to see, like actually animating that. Like, for instance, Sans is telling his story about how he met Toriel, but at the same time, it'd be cool having them, like a shot of them both stood on either side of the door doing the knock-knock joke, just so you, the viewer at the end, can see that and be like, oh, okay, that's cool. No, that's a really neat concept to me. Papyrus says, I record a YouTube video, it has 16 views. Hey Papyrus, how you doing? Which was that line then? Ah, there we go. So I keep him coming and she keeps laughing. Do you like Undertale? Yes, I do. I'm assuming you do too as well. I'm in the process of writing up Toby's lines again for voice actors, so I can do a full animation of the pacifist route in 3D. Can I subscribe? By all means. If you'd like to see the trailer for that animation, I can either put it on now. Thank you very much, by the way. I can either put the trailer on for the animation now in the background, or you can look at it yourself. It's totally up to you. Here we go. Here's the bit where Sans explains about the promise. Oh. I'm mostly a video game person. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I can't wait for Chapter 3 of Deltarune, as I'm sure a lot of other people can't wait for either. That's gonna be really fun. Just wondering, Papyrus, what's your favorite run? Genocide or Pacifist? Pacifist. I do not blame you. I'm assuming by your username that Papyrus is probably your favorite character, right? I could be wrong there. I love Papyrus. Have you seen Reprosity do Papyrus impressions? Like saying stuff as Papyrus or even as some of the other characters like Flowey. I really like those. Oh, I missed that line there for a moment. Extremely good. Alright. Papyrus, just wondering, do you, I'm assuming you watch some of the, alternate universe content, right? I watch Revtrosity. Rev's great. I was laughing at Rev's videos so much a while back, and then started rewatching his stuff recently. Oh. I've subscribed to Rev's. I've got Rev on subscription as well. Oh. Without his bedtime story. Almost there. Ah! Do it on full screen there by accident. What's your favourite Undertale character? Asriel. I absolutely love Asriel. Asriel and then Kara. There we go. I might make a Omori comic for a video. Is this Papyrus? Oh, nice! I need to actually still play Omori. It was on Xbox Game Pass recently. Here we go. This is what he mentions about it. Omori is on PC and Switch. It's on Xbox Game Pass as well. But yeah, it's available on, I think, everything. Here we go. Nope. His Sansa's promise to Tori now. Which we can assume is before the start of the game. Here we go. It's gonna be interesting seeing how Lofi does this. You know, the delivery. I'm hoping it's gonna sound as good as I'm thinking it will in my head because of his impression sounding really good. Say no to. Oh, that moment where I'm making a few typos that I need to correct here. Here's the crazy bit. Where Sans does his only threatening thing in the pacifist route. Well, the neutral route before the pacifist one. Here we go. This is going to be so intimidating to animate this. Have it like do a close-up of, as he's doing stuff, show like a panning shot of both him and Frisk talking to each other. And then do like a slow shot going over the side of like Frisk's shoulder so it zooms in slowly on Sans. And then just as he gets to this bit, have a slow shot where it stops right on him. There we go. That'd be really creepy just to linger on that for a moment. And then he goes back to normal. I love the way he says this line, even if he hasn't done a good job of protecting you. Oh. Here's where he does the wink. Oh. I can't wait till I'm done with the lines. I missed that one out there. Hey, there we go. I think we're almost done here. Oh. And then he walks off. And then I think now it's just the Judgment Hall in the end. So we can go all the way here. That's Burger Pants. There's Mettaton. Alphys. Don't want to miss anything. Oh no. So here we go. Dude. I always end up tearing up at New Home. Seriously, New Home is like the most emotional bit of the entire run. I have an interesting thing for this. I'm half tempted to, for it. Instead of doing it like Toby has it, where you walk around and do the random encounters and you're told the story of the monsters and Asriel and Kara, I'm half tempted to have the monsters tell this story in the house, like just as you're about to unlock it here, just have them either downstairs or just in front of the locks, and they stop you and tell you the story, and then transition it to the character walking sort of across the ruins in the background of New Home, or rather the like the castle part where it is towards the Judgment Hall, and have it like slowly fade in and out of them telling the story to Frisk, rather than trying to do something like where, say, like a single one of the characters is flying around and telling them the story as they walk around, because I think that would be a little bit ignorant. I want it to be sort of this heartfelt moment where they're all kind of getting more happy and everything, because they're telling their side of things, where obviously they can't wait to be free. And then on your side of things, you're hearing this terrible story and you can't help but feel very sad. So here's where it goes on in the tell the story. Here we go, here's the Judgment Hall. I can't wait to get this looking so much better. I might do it afterwards and post up like an image of it. Location. Judgment Hall. How long have we got in the Judgment Hall? Oh, not too long. That's alright. Now, the thing is with this, I'm half tempted to have Sans facing away from the player to look intimidating a little bit. Let's see. I missed out that line there. There you go. So yeah, I'm half tempted to have him, instead of waiting or looking at the floor with his eyes closed, potentially, it may be cool to have him start these lines with his back facing the player, and then turn around to sort of keep his intimidating air that he's got to him. Oh, this is going to be so good as well for the delivery from Lofi. I really want this to be kind of intimidating, but also very heartfelt at the same time, is the best way to put it, I think. Oh. There we go. I just realized this is going to be crazy having obviously no audio in the background and just kind of Sans' voice echoing throughout the hall. Here we go. Oh, just coming up with new ideas now in my head too. Okay. It's getting really personal right now. Oh, there we go. Typing this all up. I think I've got that. Yeah, the more easily you can bring yourself to hurt others. Yeah, that makes sense. Here we go. This is the really good bit. Is this the ice cream part? Yes, it is, John, but what would have happened is in the original game it was left out. Like I explained before, in the original game, it's been revealed recently that if you speed ran up to this part, Toby was going to have it where Sans would just eat ice cream for a minute just to annoy speedrunners. So the idea is that before he does this set of lines, he would just eat ice cream. That's the bit that I'm thinking of doing the joke or the reference for. But this is the version actually out of the full game. Because apparently the sprite's still in the game for Sans eating ice cream. I just love this bit. This is gonna be really good to animate. Come on, we're almost done here. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to get this done as quick as I can, you know, because of how much I'm having to write up. Like, every single line that Toby's wrote here, I'm literally having to write up by hand again. Hey, Sans, nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Fair enough. I love the music in the background for this. I could easily pick some choice lines here and put this all together, and it would be really good for a bit of referencing stuff later on. Almost there. Everybody else is going to be coming in and being like, dude, seriously, what the heck is going on with the stream? Meanwhile, I'm doing like a lot of work, basically. Have him like walk off behind one of the pillars in here and vanish. That'd be cool. Because there's Asgore. That's for the neutral ending, right? That's if we take Soul. So here we go. Training Undyne. We go back. We talk to Undyne. I think... Does Sans have any lines in here? This is all Papyrus and Undyne for the moment. It's just monster things, I think, is where Sans may have some lines. Maybe the True Lab, then? Hang on. Or maybe not. So then it's literally just the end, then. Which is... Undertale Pacifist Final Fight. After Sans, who's next? Everybody else. Everybody else, I'm going to cast of like 30 people. Or 30 characters. I think it's... Give me a sec, I'm going to just quickly check the list. I've got to do this for like every single character that I've got listed at the moment, which is a lot. Like, I did Azrael and Flowey first because I thought they're going to have the most lines, and Sans is actually proving to have quite a lot of ones that I didn't expect either. Hey Blur, nice to see you! I'm just doing the write-up of all the lines for each character. If you know of a website or anywhere where I can get just the pacifist lines, it would incredibly speed things up right now. Because I'm literally having to watch playthroughs just to make sure, because one of the websites I was using has the pacifist and the genocide lines mixed together, so I can't trust it. So yeah, I'm literally having to write everything up by hand for every single character that I've cast, which is like 30 plus. Let's have a look. I'm just going to count out the amount of cast members now, just from Undertale. So we got Frisk, Kara, Flowey, Toriel, Nabstabluk, Sans, Papyrus, Snowman, Ice Cream Guy, Dogamy and Doggeressa, which is technically 11. And then Monster Kid, Scarf Mouse, Snackrat Jester, the Slime Family, which is 3 characters, Undyne, Washua, Ghana Kid, Shiren, that's another 10, so that's 21. Temi, Azriel, Mad Dummy, Alphys, Metaton's first form, Fuku Fire, Vulcan, Heat Flamesman, Pyrope, Morphet, that's 31. Shambling Mass, Sad Dragon, Burger Pants, Magic, Metaton's second form, Frogget, Whimsummon Dummy, Asgore, Omega Flowey, or Photoshop Flowey. That's... Wait, I can't have that many rolls, right? That's like 40 or something? I'm not counting this right, am I? I'm either not counting it right, or I've done something wrong there. That seems off. Yeah, it's a lot of work right now. I'm literally, to try and make sure that this is all correct, going through the entire playthrough and not missing out any lines if I can, apart from ones that you may get on the phone. Because I figure doing phone calls is kind of additional pickup lines for later on. Which can be done pretty easily. It's just the whole thing of making sure I still have the VAs around for that, so hopefully nobody will just kind of decide, yeah, we're just going to vanish in that time, once all the lines for the primary bit are done. Is Asgore. This is the bit we're at, the fake out Asgore. Where's Sans? Is Toriel... Sans is about to come in with Papyrus, I think? Let's get the... I thought it'd be easy to get all these lines available to me, but apparently I thought wrong. So here we go. It's the end now. The end. Okay. What's up? Literally writing every single line by hand here. Recognize your voice. Ooh. There we go. I do like this bit where Toriel and Sans gang up on Papyrus in a funny way. This is gonna be so funny to have everybody do this and then have it animated. Poor Asgore in the background. I don't remember if Sans has any other lines here because I don't want to. I think this should be it now. Tiny flower? And then Azriel ruins everything as Flowey. I still think it's interesting that people pointed out, I don't know whether this is pointing at anything, but it's that whole theory that Papyrus is supposed to be one of the strongest characters because everybody else has 2 vines wrapped around them, including Sans, but Papyrus has like 7 or something. Hello to anyone that's just showing up. Trust me when I say this was a lot crazier trying to look after my daughter and also write up stuff the other night at the same time. It took hours. Where everybody defends, you hear from Flowey in a moment. That's where Sans has lines, and then it's when the fight kicks into its second phase, and then at the very end as well. Here we go. Is it okay to say I've never played Undertale before? Yes, it is. That's fine. It is really good, though. I just need Sans lines here. Come on. I think they come up in a moment. Ah, here we go. I can get it on my Switch, but I don't have any money. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can't wait as well to have everybody, like, or even the minor characters do dialogue here when they all come in, because that's going to be really cool. Because this is meant to take place when everybody comes to meet you in the barrier. So I just have everybody rushing on screen and cheering on. So many characters going to be on screen at the same time. There's the fight with Asriel, and then here it is. So good, this bit. The Lost Souls bit. So I have Deltarune though, this is kind of nice. Let's see, what is it? God of Hyperdeath Fight Part 2. Type this up, and away we go. Here we go. This is the foreshadowing here. How do you do the screen sharing thing? Have you got OBS? Because OBS is a program that allows you to stream stuff for free. No, I use Chromebook. So, if you want to stream stuff, the best way of doing it is to get a program called OBS. And OBS allows you to stream whatever you want on your screen to YouTube or Twitch or whatever. You'd have to look at how to set it up, but... Oh. Check Discord, says Blur. Let's have a look. Is that the one that I've... Text project. Comprehensive view. Screen... Collections of all the dialogue seen in Undertale. Only seen in debug. Right, let's... Oh, it's from Tumblr. Okay, let's check this. In each folder, we get pass first. Okay, let's do view project. Undertale Q&A, Hotland, Snowden. Okay, so for instance, let's try Snowden. location, who has access to it. Let's... Monster encounters, overworld? Let's try overworld. Post-papyrus, pacifist, neutral. Okay, let's try neutral. Papyrus shed, papyrus room. I'm just seeing if this is exactly what... Outside the door. Meeting sands, okay. That gives me the screenshots. Not the text. Which is good. But I'd still have to write stuff up. At least it's there so I can check it instead of checking videos. Unless I give people the lines like that. Because I can either give them the lines in text format, or I could do it this way. This way would probably be a lot easier. Let's see. I've got to bring the stream back up now. I was going to say, you have different people do different scenes. What, as in write them up, or... Because sending the images for scenes might be a little bit easier. Oh, writing scenes up. Okay, so maybe I could get help for that, yeah? It's either that or I'd have to ask everybody. Maybe I should just ask everybody. Because if it's possible, then I can easily just archive all of the relevant images instead of writing every single line up. And that would be a hell of a lot easier than having to do everything the way that I am now, spending like literally hours at a time writing lines up. Because, I mean, I'm dedicated, but this is taking ages. I imagine people that are waiting for the lines will be really annoyed. Just waiting, like, a week or so for me to have written, wrote everything else. You know, and then getting around to them. Especially for, like, minor characters. It's, there's dedication and then there's losing brain cells. Yeah, I'm gonna have... What I'll do is, after I've wrote... I found an APK for OBS, it's Kyle. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, basically, after this, I'm just gonna I'll show everybody the stream, because this is what I did with Asriel's lines the other day, and like I said, it took forever. I'll just show everybody on Discord and be like, look, I can give you the lines this way, but it's gonna take forever. Or I could literally just send you screenshots, which will take like 2 seconds. And provided you're okay with that, you know, then that'll be a lot easier. A lot easier and save time that I can then use to tweak stuff. You know. Because I figured this time would be better spent tweaking stuff and obviously organizing things and getting things ready. Rather than me, like, digging right in and just being like, right, this is something I have to do by hand myself. Nobody else can do it because they're all, you know, busy with their own stuff. So I'm just gonna have to push through it. That's the sort of mentality at the moment. So if I can avoid that, I'll be happy. Glad I could be of help, says Split. Thank you very much, by the way. I don't like forgetting to say thank you for things, so I'll make sure I say it now. Yeah, I'll at everybody when I get back on and just be like, yeah, I have a problem. I then link to the stream and just be like, yes, watch the stream. This is how long it's gonna take. You know. Oh, I absolutely love this part of the game. It would save you a lot of storage, says Kyle. I mean, it's not so much storage. I have plenty of storage with the new computer. It's just... this time should be spent organizing people and then animating and stuff rather than typing up entirely the full game all over again, basically, for half of the cast. You know. Reminds me, I need to finish off Asriel's model with just these tiny details here. I am so going to take a page out of the cinematic dubs part here as well and redo the scenes for having Asriel sort of flashback when you've encountered every other character and see what's been going on. to emotionally motivate him. That's a really powerful scene, and I want that. This scene, man, gets me every time. It also doesn't help that Memories is playing in the background. Poor Asriel. I think that's it now. There goes the the PNG of the barrier. Okay, so let's try Undertale Pacifist ending. Just to I love the way it's gonna actually show that on my end that I'm looking at videos on YouTube for this, but it's like, yeah, I kind of needed that. There's the entire ending. Hello to anyone that's just showing up. How you doing? Hope you're okay. This has taken me like an hour and a half just to write Sans' lines. Well, ones that I didn't already have wrote out. I think I started from the end of Snowden. Let's see what that line was. I missed that there. Oh, hey, Kyle. There we go. I think it's interesting as well that when Flowey talks to you about everybody else caring for you, the one person he doesn't mention is Asgore. Out of the entire cast. Okay, so you can walk back to the beginning and talk to Asriel if you want, and then you can come back. Oh. Messed that up there for a moment. Can't wait to get to this bit as well. Because of the city kind of thing being in the background, what I might do is just have like the horizon there with a bunch of trees and the being on like the mountainside, and then just have another bit of the mountain in the background there. Because I've not planned out this part yet as to what I'm going to show. Oh, move down though. When I was trying to move down on Google Docs. this is where Toriel turns around and goes, dude, seriously, if you'd have stayed with me at the beginning, this would have been a whole lot easier and this could have been avoided. It's like, The thing is, she says that as like, none of this would have happened, but nobody would have had the freedom either. Come on. Think that's the end? Yeah, it is. That's the end. Okay, so I've got all of Sans' lines there. I'll take the other stuff from Discord, and I shall call it there for the moment, and go show off to everybody and be like, look at how long this took me. Can we do this an easier way? Oh, anyway, thanks very much, guys, for sticking around. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!